He who rejects change is the architect of decay. The only human institution which rejects progress is the cemetery, said Sir Harold Wilson, born on 11th March 1916 in Huddersfield in the United Kingdom, died on 24th May 1995 in London. James Harold Wilson, Baron Wilson of Revox, was a British statesman who served as Prime Minister of the United Kingdom from 1964 to 1970 and 1974 to 1976. Sir Harold Wilson said, "He who rejects change is the architect of decay." Yes, you shouldn't reject change. Mahatma Gandhi said, "You be the change for the change you asked for." The change what you ask for, change what you're looking for. You yourself should be the change, and nobody else can come and change you. You have to get involved in the change. You have to be conscious of the change. You have to be the change. And to be the change, you have to come out of your nut. You have to come out of your suppressed feelings. And to come out of suppressed feeling, you need guts. And you do not have to buy guts from the market. You do not have to buy guts from the schools or universities, or from the seminars, or from the special training centers, or from Gurujis and Swamijis, or church priest, or the temple, or the mullahs. It comes out of your continuous activity which you enjoy, call it singing, dancing, reading, talking, expressing, cooking, washing, everything what is available in your house. And your first house is this house, expressing. When you wanted to drink, thirsty, you drink the water. That's what Zen says. When you're thirsty, you drink water. That is Zen. When you are hungry, you chew and you eat with your happiness of understanding that food with love. When you feel suffocated, you go and take bath, and you should know how to scrub and take bath because you have seen your parents giving you bath. Little consciousness connecting back to your culture. And then when you see your parents cooking food, you sit next to them and watch. He who rejects change is the architect of change. That's what Mahatma Gandhi said. You be the change for the change you asked for. You did not even ask. It was expressing. You have to only participate. He who rejects change is the architect of decay. Who rejects change? Who brought the change? If it is the Industrial Revolution, Mr. Sir Harold Wilson, then you forced people to come to the cities and you destroyed. And then you cannot stamp them, say, if you refuse the change, it is decay. Yes, decay has happened. He who rejects change is the architect of decay, said Sir Harold Wilson. The people who created the Industrial Revolution and dragged the people from the villages right into the cities, into the factories, and destroyed them. Decay started there. You forced them. Now I am asking you people, he who rejects change is the architect of decay. You understood that decay has destroyed the institution of family. When the institution of family is destroyed, love is destroyed. And people are running left and right in the name of getting love. And they only they found a lot of gurus who can give you love in the name of psychiatrists, psychologists, hospitals, and varieties of diseases sprung out from that one suppression. You decayed it up. You decayed the family institution through the Industrial Revolution. Now I am asking you, you be the change. He who rejects the change is the architect. Now you have to understand there was a decay. Now if you reject that, you are again going to get totally decayed, and there won't be a bit of thing left in your tradition, in your body, except a remote controlled mechanic thing which shouts and screams through the social media, through mass hypnotism, like our leaders who, can you see the leaders in this corona time, millions and millions of people crowding in the name of election and vote, and you think that is the change? They are destroying you. They made you a nobody. Mass hypnotism had made you a nobody. That is decaying. You go back. Now it's a time for you for the change, to go back, to connect back. He who rejects change is the architect of decay, said Sir Harold Wilson. The only human institution which rejects progress is the cemetery. Yes, they created the Industrial Revolution from then, has created only cemeteries. Even your own people couldn't even hug you. Even your dead body was not even been allowed for your relatives to even touch and see. Such has become the cemeteries of the cities. The only human nature which rejects progress. Now the progress is return back. Connect back to your family. Connect back to your body. Try to love your eyes. If you're working in the factory 8 hours, try to make sure that you come back home and create a joint family of happiness, and you do not have to force yourself. Now everybody rushes back to the house, even including teachers, ladies, gents, everybody rushes up and to rush up to one joint family, their family tree. That family tree name is called the bed. They rush up to the bed and they sleep. And the institutions are very happy because they made you a nobody. It has become one-way traffic. They listen only to you. They give you a bag of money called salary into your hands, and you go back to sleep without even connecting anything to your family. You can be purchased without a single shot being fired. Your country, the whole country has been taken over. Your institution of your family has been taken over. You do not know. You are living like unconscious dead body. Come out of the dead body and be conscious. To be conscious is you be the change for the change you asked for. The body is asking, not you asking. Now when your body becomes conscious, come back to your house, start your work, create the deep intimate relationship with your wife and your children and the husband, and from there do not chase the relatives. Be in touch with the relatives. It might be very painful. It might create smoke which can bring tears in your eyes and suffocate you. Never mind. From smoke, if you blow a little more harder, come back home, you can see the fire. And that fire is the joint family, which you can weld it up properly and it stands strong like a family tree. Then you can see there is no poverty. Nobody goes hungry, nobody goes thirsty, because the joint family and the family tree understands, the head of the family understands there is no thirst in this world. Nobody will go without water, because half an hour collected rainwater, you can use it for 3 months. Out of 365 days, 65 days of beautiful rainfall you have. And collecting is your joint family and the family tree. They will do it, and there will not be any darkness. There's no darkness at all. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. You can only repeat it up, but to feel it up, you have to find out of 365 days, 300 days of beautiful sunlight which you can collect and create solar. That solar is external light I'm talking. Once the family tree understands that solar, they will show you the light inside. The light inside is your participation with your relatives and their children and their children and their children, and then there is only fun and love. In that fun and love you see the truth, and the truth is God. And you go to the mirror, wipe the dust, and you see the God right inside the mirror. You can see, feel, smell, taste, touch and see. Sir Harold Wilson said, he who rejects change is the architect of decay. Now change. Don't reject this change which I am asking you. Go back to your family and there you save your money from your diseases. The only human institution which rejects progress is the cemetery. They created a cemetery inside your family tree by dragging you in the name of giving you pigeonholed flats in the cities, loans to buy motorbikes. They are making you to burn your money so that you become a slave. Do not borrow money. Do not take a loan. Go back to your family. Practice your Samskriti. This is my 358th smart.